Is this the best 15-man squad to head into the festive period? This is my Game Week 12 wildcard team selection. Whether on wildcard or not, this video will hopefully be of some use. So look, without further ado, let's have a look at the team. What I've done is I've actually used my team as a template. I've just made 3 transfers last week. My team's clearly going to be in quite a good position. I wildcarded in Game Week 7. How many changes would I make to my actual team if I was wildcarding right now? And this is an exercise always worth doing. It helps you show what structure you want moving forward, what transfers you might want to get to moving forward. And I'm delighted that it's only actually 4 changes for me. Genuinely, I think I'd be even at a push 4. There's 1 or 2 names in here I don't necessarily even want to take out. You can see the 2 midfielders grayed out there. But I think I'll be making 4 changes on wildcard. So not mass changes at all. But let's just run through the players I've currently got in. And then let's run through the 4 that are leaving and who their replacements are. Guys, and thank you for watching during the international break. I want to keep the content going. If you want to show support for that, the likes would be valuable. The subscribes would be awesome. So please do comment below as well if you fancy. I still think the best goalkeepers are Raya and Dubravka. We're going to go through position by position. I really do like Raya and Dubravka. I think the fact that the Dubravkas are playing 4.0, no discussion needed. Is it Raya? Is it Sanchez? Is it Nick Pope? I just think Raya's an easy set and forget option. I had Pope, I transferred him for Raya. Didn't work out in the first week. Raya 1 pointer. Moving forward, he's going to get more clean sheets than the rest. Yes, he won't get save. Yes, he won't get bonus. But if I'm getting guaranteed clean sheet points, I'm happy. Whilst Timber and Calafiori will miss a game over the festive period, maybe even 2, I don't expect Raya to miss a minute unless he's injured, of course. So Raya is set there. And then obviously Gabriel for the same reasons. Best defender in the game. Probably only 2 must-have picks. And that is Gabriel and Haaland. So let's not discuss them. Senesi, the fixtures are absolutely there for Bournemouth. He's an easy hold, as is Mukiele, the best of the 4 million bunch. He's obviously increased in price. Mukiele isn't getting the same DEFCON he was getting when he played centre-back. I just want you to know that, guys. He's now playing right back, and that affects his DEFCON. Doesn't matter too much. He's still going to get clean sheets, and he's actually more likely now to get attacking returns. We've seen an open play assist. We've seen an open play goal, all in the last 3-4 game weeks. Happy with Mukiele very, very much there. We're going to carry on running through the players I've got. So again, is this a team with Saka, or is this a team where you go and try and get a Mo Salah? I don't think Salah is needed. If I'm on wildcard, Salah requires a huge amount of compromise. If you go down the Salah route, you can't have the mid to upper expensive midfielders that we've got, like your Mbeumo's and your Semenyo's. If you're going to go Haaland and Salah, you have to make huge compromises elsewhere, and I'm not willing to do that. So sure, we'll talk about Liverpool in a minute. I think we definitely want to get there, but I don't think it has to be with their expensive 14.5 Mo Salah, who, by the way, if you're not captaining him, you could massively question, should you be owning him? Now, Saka, on the other hand, finally, we got some points. In Game Week 11, he got the 12-pointer. He got DEFCON, the only Arsenal player to get it in Game Week 11. He gets the goal. He's been dodging points for weeks. It was fully due, and I think those points continue. I like the Arsenal fixtures still for Saka. Some will say Arsenal's fixtures aren't great, and they're middling. We can see them on the scout ticker here. A third of the way down. Tottenham is a good fixture. Chelsea away is clearly tough. But then it's Brentford at home, you expect the win. Aston Villa away, you expect the win. Wolves at home, you certainly do. And then it's Everton away. It's an okay bunch of fixtures for their best attacker. And he is the only Arsenal attacker I'd be interested in. We've just looked at the fixture ticker for Saka, so we have to for Semenyo. There are people out there thinking about selling Semenyo because he's had 4 blanks. I get it. But guys, look at the ticker. He has home matches versus West Ham, Everton, Chelsea, and Burnley in the next 6. 4 homes in the next 6, including Burnley, West Ham, and Everton. Guys, you can't be selling Semenyo. I don't care if he's off pens. I didn't buy him because he was on pens in the first place. That was new information. Most of us learned about him being on pens, having already owned him. If he comes off pens, that's fine too. He's still going to be an awesome option given the fixtures. Bournemouth, even when they're a team not winning, they're still a team that are scoring goals, and that's the important thing. They should have scored versus Villa last time out. They didn't, but Bournemouth have goals in them, and he is their best attacker. And then Brian Mbeumo. There's people that won't want to buy Mbeumo now because they'll go, oh, he's going to AFCON soon. Guys, players can get to AFCON depending on the player and depending on the international communications between club and country. There is a chance some players won't play in Game Week 16. But most players will play in game week 16, where Brian Mbeumo has Bournemouth at home. Some players, Brian Mbeumo included, will also play game week 17. At the moment, Man United are in discussions with Cameroon around Mbeumo being released after game week 17. Game week 17 comes on the 21st of December for Brian Mbeumo, the Sunday game. AFCON actually starts on the Saturday, a day before, but Cameroon's first game isn't until the 24th. It's very likely, I think, Mbeumo plays versus Villa. 3 days later, is playing for Cameroon in their opener. Club versus country debates with some of the African nations, club often wins out, and I expect Man United to keep him. So look, if you buy, my point being, if you're buying or looking to buy Mbeumo, don't be put off by AFCON yet. You're still going to get 5, if not 6, and I think 6 games from Brian Mbeumo, which is third on the ticker. Homes versus Everton, West Ham and Bournemouth, and aways versus Crystal Palace and Wolves and Villa. 6 good games, guys. So great run there. And Brian Mbeumo, for me, is still the standout Man United attacker. Many will think it's Bruno, and Bruno's great. And Mbeumo's cheaper. He's the most advanced man on the pitch. He's got, I think, higher goal threat than Mbeumo. He also takes half the set pieces with Bruno. Yes, he doesn't have pens, but his open play and his overall assist threat, his expected assist this season, I was on the scout members area earlier, 2.5 from Mbeumo, 1.8 for Bruno. And Mbeumo has higher assist threat. You don't associate Mbeumo with that over Bruno. You'd expect Mbeumo higher goal, Bruno higher assist threat. That's not the case. Bruno is winning out in both those metrics for the underlyings, and the actuals, well, for goals, he's absolutely winning out. And I think Mbeumo is my pick, and I'm glad I went there last week. Up front, Mark Guiu's a dead spot. Whatever. I think unless you've got your bench boost, you wildcard with a dead spot. If you've still got your bench boost, don't wildcard with a dead spot, obviously. Haaland we're not discussing, and then Mateta, because Mateta's brilliant, right? Now, let's talk Crystal Palace. And this is a bigger conversation, I guess, because the first edition, and we'll touch on Mateta in this conversation. No, we'll get to Palace in a minute. We'll get to Mateta as well in a minute. Let's talk Virgil, because that's how I've done the graphics. I don't edit these vids, as you may have. I edit some of the vids with all the bells and whistles and the music, and my editor does a great job of those ones. But not every video on this channel gets edited. You can tell the ones where I just press record. Here we go. Virgil van Dijk. He's on the thumbnail. I would be targeting Liverpool. I would be buying 2 Liverpool players on my wildcard. I currently own none. That's a big shift. This means Virgil coming into the team alongside a Senesi, alongside a Gabriel, is probably going to be a back 4, because you'll see my other defender here in a minute, who's also just under 6 million. But Virgil van Dijk is going to get some goals, and Liverpool are going to get clean sheets. Let me just show you the Liverpool fixtures, because they're so good. Like Liverpool's next 6 games sees them play home to Forest, home to Sunderland, home to Brighton, away to West Ham, away to Leeds, and away to Spurs. It's a really nice run of 6 games, and they're going to pick up points. I know they've not been great of late, but they're going to score goals. They're going to keep clean sheets. Now, Bradley at 5 million is good. Konate at 5.5 is good. Virgil's not that much more than the other 2, and he comes with DEFCON, similar to Konate, but he massively comes with goal threat that the other 2 don't. Bradley's got more assist threat, to be fair, but Virgil van Dijk will score a goal or 2 over the festive period, I think, and he'll probably get 4 or 5 over the season. Other Liverpool defenders won't get those sorts of returns, so with that, you're then getting the bonus points too. I would be going Van Dijk on wildcard, and I would be playing a back 4 a lot of weeks, because I wouldn't be dropping a Senesi. I wouldn't be dropping a Gabriel, and you'll see the other spot I've got here too. But Szoboszlai first. Let's talk Szoboszlai. I never quite get that pronunciation right. I'd like to hear from him what it is. But the Hungarian number 10, and he's playing number 10 now. And that's really important at Liverpool. We've seen him play right back. We've seen him play number 8. He has said in the past he sees himself as a sort of deep liar, a sort of playmaker from deep, like a 6. But I think where he plays for Hungary is his best position, and that is 10. And against Real Madrid a couple of weeks ago, we saw a big shift from slot. He started Szoboszlai as the 10. He played Wirtz on the left, and he dropped Gakpo. And I wonder if that's going to be the first choice 11. Regardless, this is a 90-minute man. He hasn't missed a single minute in the Premier League so far this season. Szoboszlai plays 90 minutes every week. He has been Liverpool's standout player this season. Wherever he's played, he's also been good for DEFCON. He's also been shooting on sight since he moved to the number 10. He had 5 shots on target versus Real Madrid. And last time out versus City, he had a couple of shots on target too. He will shoot from range. He's got all the set pieces now at Liverpool, because remember, Trent's not on them, right? We've seen that direct free kick goal versus Arsenal game week 2. He's going to get assists from just being on corners. He's going to get assists from being on indirect free kicks. He's probably going to score another direct free kick or 2 this season. And open play now, being number 10, he's now worth consideration at 6.6 million. On wildcard, I would go there. Is he better than the guy I've just sold for him, though? And we need to talk about Minteh and Sarr and why I would sell them in a second. No, I guess we should do that now, shouldn't we? Let's move on from Liverpool and talk Minteh and Sarr, because Minteh is a really good pickup. And look, my actual team, I'm not selling Minteh. My actual team, I'm not selling Sarr. But being on wildcard is a different scenario. It's not using up a transfer. You can be a little bit more aggressive. Minteh's been excellent for me. Very glad to own him. I can see why people are buying him this week. I think Szoboszlai offers me a little bit more consistency. Whilst Minteh has been brilliant for Brighton, I can't guarantee goals in all of Brighton's fixtures. They just blanked versus Palace. Brentford, Forest, Villa, West Ham, Liverpool and Sunderland isn't a bad run for Brighton, but they might only score in 4 of those 6 games. And they might score 1 goal in some of those games. I look at Liverpool's fixtures and I see 2+ goals a game, and therefore Szoboszlai's higher chances of being involved, in my opinion. And then Ismaila Sarr, like Crystal Palace have really good fixtures. He won't be going to AFCON for a while. Selling Sarr seems really silly, but I have Mateta. And do I want the double up? Because if Palace don't turn up, like against Brighton in the 0-0, then you're really, really punished because you've got eggs in baskets there. And maybe having 1 Palace attacker plus a Munoz, who effectively is a Palace attacker, is enough. I've still got double Palace attack, right? Let's talk Munoz, Mateta, and Sarr. But I think Sarr out, Munoz in. By the way, it's upgrading Munoz from Richards, who's perfectly good. But if you can afford it, Munoz is going to get you goals and assists. He's a wide forward, guys. We all know the average position. You've seen me ramble on about him on the Sunday debrief. I think on wildcard, a back 4 of Munoz, Virgil, Senesi, and Gabriel would play most weeks. Really would. And then you've got to have the difficult decision of leaving out a good midfielder each week too. But I think 4-4-2 would be the way. And Munoz and Mateta with the Palace fixtures feel right. Will Palace suffer from burnout? That's the $1 million question for me, though. By the way, guys, thank you for hitting that like button. It helps the algorithm. And I do appreciate all you lot that have come on board to subscribe recently. The Thursday night fixtures will start taking their toll. I don't think we'll see Palace slowing down, though, till the new year. Maybe sort of February time. The squad surely can't carry on at this level all year. They're going to have a slump. I don't think we're going to see that slump yet. Now, there's not going to be any European fixtures for a while, I think. Need to double check that. But Wolves, Man United, Burnley, Fulham, City and Leeds, yeah, perfectly good set of fixtures for Crystal Palace, who are a team that will always score goals. It feels that way. But do I want triple up? I'm not so sure. Munoz and Mateta could be enough. And then we look at the final spot for midfield. So Ismaila Sarr going with a heavy heart, but still an exciting addition, I think, in the fact that I can play 4-4-2. And this is your big enabler. This is the spoiler alert. You might have looked at this team and gone, oh, how's he afforded all of this? Well, 2 enablers. Guiu is a dead spot. Potts isn't a dead spot. Potts is getting minutes and Nuno loves him. But he's 4.4 million. He's absolutely there to sit on the bench. A second sub, because Mukiele's a great first sub, right? Do you need depth in your bench? Probably not, but you do need minutes. Mark Guiu might not get them, but Freddie Potts will. He started the last 2 games for West Ham. He played 90 minutes versus Newcastle. And in that game against Newcastle, 11 DEFCON. He was 1 short. In the game against Burnley, where he got substituted early, he still hit DEFCON. This is a bit of a DEFCON beast, guys. And we know Nuno midfielders, Elliot Anderson, deep line midfielders, will get them. So I quite like Potts just as a dead spot. And then it doesn't give you a benching headache. You don't have to then bench a good player. You play a back 4 most weeks. And you play 4-4-2. It's old school. And I think if I'm on wildcard, that's absolutely the structure I'm going for. Guys, thank you for the love. I will see you very soon for another video. Bye-bye.